Well, howdy there, everyone. This is your host, ID Jester. We're playing in Starter Kit ASL here with our super cool rules, the snipers, the heat of battle, concealment and bypass movement, the CHBC rules that were added into Starter Kit just to make things a little more interesting and to help some Starter Kit people understand some of the more advanced rules that we're adding into Starter Kit. So, last turn was very good for the Americans. We are now on turn 4 for the Axis player. And, well, it depends what happens. Let's try some routes here and see what happens. So, German player, he can self-rally that unit. He can hopefully get that leader rallied and maybe get that unit back. And so he's going to try and self-rally this unit here. He needs a whopping 2 on the dice rolls, which will give him a heat of battle. Oh, he rolled a 3. 3 plus 4 is 7, so he does not make it, but he gets rid of his DM counter. We'll go to this leader here who's an 8. He makes it. So he is no longer broken. There we go. Oh, that's a crew. I'm sorry. I was thinking it was the, I thought it was a leader. Sorry. It's been a little while since I've played, so. This guy here is the leader, is an 8 plus 4 for the dice. Yep. Not getting them back yet. That's really bad. And they're in a bad position because these guys are going to keep hammering them and hammer them in the ground. Keep those broken enemy units broken, and you will win the scenario. All right, so prep fire phase. Prep fire. Well, the more he moves, the more opportunity he gets of getting shot and killed. But he's definitely got to move. Right. So, we know this guy's going to prep fire. So 8 firepower because they're adjacent, and this is a, well, the other thing is he could move. He could run away during the movement phase. Stack with this guy. If he stacks with this guy, and then they advance on him, they have a little bit better chance of doing something. But if he advances over to this hex, and they defensive fire on him, and those units break, that would be just bad. So, well, for the purpose of slowing them down, I think they'll take the shot. It's a straight up 8, no bonus, no penalty. Let's see what happens. 6 is a reasonable roll. That's going to be 1 morale check for each one of these units. So, top unit first, he rolls a 10, so he breaks. Second unit rolls a 9. Wow, they both broke. That was huge. All right, so that was a little prep fire action. Good for him. Well, with that guy doing that, this guy, I think he's got a, I think he's, yeah, I think, I mean, if he moves, anywhere he moves, he's going to get shot. Shot to death. So he could move back. No, he can actually run back this way and then advance. That's what he'll do. All right, so he'll move. So we're still in prep fire. I'm just trying to see if anybody else wants to prep fire. They don't have much left, so prep fire is done. We're going to go on to, oops, got to move up a little bit more. That was prep fire. We're going on to movement. Movement phase is going to be ultra important here. So, oops, what happened? That guy did not break. So this guy's going to route here, or move One moving factor here. Don't think there's line of sight. I have to get rid of units I can. Ooh, there actually could be line of sight, but I think it actually is blocked. I think it's blocked. So that's one movement vector, and then 2, 3. This guy cannot shoot at him because he's in a level 1 building, or level 1 hill. This is a level 1 building, so he can't see him past this. So he is fine there. He's good. Well. Right. So this crew is going to move. He's going to go. Well, let's think. Yeah, where's this crew going to go? I know where I want him to go, but you would have to CX to get there. All right. He's gonna. I guess he's gonna CX. He's gonna go 1, 2 to move there. Actually, no, he does not need to CX to get where I want him to go, so he's not going to CX. He's going to go 2 movement factors to go there. Now, that is defensive. No, that's... I got to see line of sight again. Yeah, it crosses the building. I thought it did. So this guy can't actually see him. Even though he's at level 1, these guys are at level 1. They could see, but this building here blocks line of sight. So that's 1 movement factor to go there, second movement factor to go, or 2 to go there, third movement factor, and a fourth movement factor to go there. All right, so that's that. That's a move there. That's rather unfortunate for the Americans that both of these guys failed their morale check. All right, and these guys are going to go 1, 2, 3. This guy does not have line of sight to him because it crosses the orchards. These units are not at the same levels, so they can't see one another because the orchards block them. So that's 1, 2, 3. I'm thinking 4. No. Let's just leave. Let's just stay right there. Right there. We're just going to stick around right there. All right. Might be line of sight between these two. Yep, there actually is. All right. So when it moved in there, they could defensive fire, but yeah, nah. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's at maximum range. He wouldn't. With the +3 plus half firepower, yeah, no. Okay. So that's moves. Again, a great job of moving because the opponent didn't have any defensive fire during that. So that's what you want. All right, well, these guys here, 7 firepower, -2, +3, so it's a 6 + 1 attack. 10 + 1 is 11, so they get nothing. These guys here, they're going to get their full 14, 18, -1, +3, so it's going to be a +2 on the 14. Oh, geez, terrible rolls. It's all defensive fire. This guy here will shoot at him. He'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, so it's going to be a 6 firepower, 3 minus 1, so plus 2. 6 plus 2 is an 8 on the 6 column. Pin task. Pin task for this guy. He's a 7. He rolls a 6. He's fine. Okay. These guys can't actually see anybody anymore. These guy can't see anybody. This guy can't see anybody. So defensive fire is done. This scenario is going to go really fast now that we've narrowed down. Advancing fire. No advanced fire. Excuse me. Pardon me. Forgive me. Advancing fire is done. Routes. Yeah, unfortunately, these guys are going to route. Ooh, that's going to be a problem. That's 1, 2. All right. Well, they can route one at a time, so he'll go into this hex and then fall back into that hex. Yep. And then this guy will just fall back into that hex. Come on, DM counter. No, wrong button. You and you. You and you and you. No, I can't select multiples at the same time. Alright, fine, whatever. Alright, so that puts him into this 3 squad maximum. There you go. So that was routes. They don't have any more routes. Look at them go. This is going to be a little tighter than I thought. I thought it was going to be game, set, and match here, but we'll see. Advance. Yes, German player will advance there. And we can get rid of this counter. So he's going to advance there. Because you don't want to just sit there and take all these guys' firepower. And this guy's shooting at him, and this guy's shooting at him. Alright, so that's the advances, and close combat there is none, and we're on to turn number 5 for the Allied player. We're going to flying through these turns now. So Allied player, yes, they're going to try and, this guy should have a DM counter on him. There you go. So he's got an 8 plus 4, self-rally, plus another 1, minus 1 for the building. So it's just a plus 4. He rolls a 5 plus 4 is 9. So close. Did not rally, though. This 9 minus 1 leader is going to try and help this guy. It's a 4. Minus 1 for the building. So it's only a plus 2 to the dice roll. He rolls a 7, 8, 9. Wow, again, very close, but no cigar. All right, German player now. He does not get a self-rally, self-rally unit. This guy here is an 8. Oh, heat of battle. So that leader just got himself a heat of battle. Well, let's see. Let's roll the dice and find out what happens. He rolls a 7. So he has a plus 1 for being broken. He's not elite, British, or Finnish. He's not partisan, Russian, Italian. So it's just going to be a plus 1. So he rolled an 8. So he battle hardened. All right. So that's great for him. He is now, instead of 8-1, he is going to be battle hardened. He's going to be a 9-1. And he's going to help this guy try to rally. He's a 6, minus 1 for the dice rolls. So he's going to be an 8 or less. No rallies there. No rallies there. All right. Well, we're getting somewhere now, folks. We're getting somewhere. American's starting to run out of turns. He's only got 2 turns to get units off the board. He's darn close. Cheese and rice. So this is actually a clear hex to get off the board. Or I believe, no, the half boards are all on board. So this is still on board. So he would have to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to be off the map board. Which kind of stinks. Yeah, this guy breaking here is a problem. All right, American player cannot afford to. He's going to have to move everyone. So he doesn't really have any prep fires. Put these two together. Machine gun. All right, we got to move. We got to move, guys. We got to move. So prep fire, and nobody's going to prep fire. Everybody's moving. We got to move. We got to be in position here. This is going to be it's got to be the turn. We got to get into position. So here we go. He just doesn't have enough. 1, 2. Well, I'm just trying to calculate and think. So they are going to have to do something. They're going to have to do some suicidal moves. All right, so all right. One movement factor to go there. 2 movement factors. 3, 4 to go there. So this is come on, a leader in a broken unit, right? Yeah. So this guy gets a DM counter again. Oops. This guy could defensive fire on him. Does he wish to do that? Is the question. He spent 4 movement factors. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's got 2 left. He could actually move adjacent here. Is he going to move adjacent to me? Somebody's probably going to be moving adjacent to me. Does he want to save his... He could defensive fire now and then defensive fire again. Tough. No, he doesn't want to... I mean, he does, but it's like... In my head, I know what the other units are going to do, so it's hard for me to honestly say, if I was a German player, would I take this shot or not? I get a -1 because he's not assault moving, and a +3 because they're building, but he does have 2 movement factors left, which means he could go elsewhere, like right here, and then I would have a better attack against him. So he's not going to defensive fire. This is... Well, this is going to be very damn tough for the Americans to actually win this now. I thought it was going to be a cakewalk just a couple episodes again. There might be just enough Germans to hold on to the very end here. We shall see. Is he going to continue moving? Yes, he will move there. Yes. All right. That's their moves. These guys are all moving. Well, except for the broken dude. Just leave him behind. They're moving. One, two. Or, I'm sorry, one moving factor. Oh, move that guy back. One moving factor. Yep, you know what's coming. 2, 3. Yep, this guy's got a defensive fire. It's 8 minus 1 attack. It's an 8 minus 1 attack. American players are really hoping for a bad roll. 8 minus 1. No, I'm sorry. It's plus 3 for the building, minus 1 for non-assault moving. So it's a plus 2 on the 8 column. That makes a big difference. Oh, it's a 4 plus 2 is 6 on the 8 column. That's going to be a 1 morale check. All right. And a possible sniper check. So, first things first, leader. It's a, what did I say it was? A 6. So that's a 1 morale check. Okay. So, leader first. Oh my gosh, he rolls a 9, which is exactly his, no, it's an M1. Damn, the leader breaks. Oh, that's gonna, God, that's gonna suck. I was really, really hoping. All right, dudes here, first squad. They're fine. Second squad. They're also pinned. That's a 6 plus 1 is a 7. So we got to get a pin counter down there somewhere. Is that where it goes? Let's see. Nope, one more up. All right, there we go. So he pinned that unit and broke the leader. That's rather unfortunate. But they have defensive fired. Where is it? Where are you? First fire. There you go. All right. That did not work out as great for the Americans as I was thinking it might. Although it's not over yet because they have advancing fire. And you know how dangerous the Americans' advancing fire is. So what do we have here? We got some Fanatic. We have, that's a lot of firepower sitting there too. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 firepower. All right, these guys are going to go 1, 2, 3. Do you wish to defensive fire with your units? He's all right. So, strategy-wise, this is what you should be thinking about. Because I mean, there's a lot of people probably watching this at this point, going, "Well, that's not that difficult a situation. You're not going to defensive fire on them there because it's a +3 building, right?" But here's the problem: if you're the German player, right? It's the American movement phase. He can spend another movement point to go here. If you defensive fire at that point, you're then locked in and can't defensive fire at anyone that is not your closest known enemy unit. So this would only be 1 hex away, which means this guy could go here and here and here and here, and you can't defensive fire on him because he's not your closest known enemy unit. So you might want to shoot at this guy because he's 2 spaces away, which will allow you to subsequent first fire on this guy. Did you get all that? Did that make sense to you guys? I certainly hope so. So I mean, if you shoot at them now, you can maybe break some of them before they get to move adjacent to you. Or you can just ignore them altogether. They're only 8 firepower. I mean, that's such a tough decision because if you do and you don't get a good roll, then they're gonna come out here anyways, right? And then you're gonna have to choose to ignore them. But then these guys are still going to be able to walk off the edge of the map. If they defensive fire at all, if you have a first fire counter on you, you cannot shoot at anyone else that's not your closest enemy unit. It's a little weird, that rule, um, but so it doesn't matter if he shoots on them now, or I guess if he waits till they move out here. As soon as he gets his first fire counter, to subsequent first fire, you must shoot at your closest known enemy unit. If they're tied, that's fine. So if this guy comes within one space of him, then he can defensive fire on him. But this guy's not going to come within one space of him. He's going to stay outside his range. He's going to run off the board. So the German player has to decide to just totally ignore this guy. Is that what he's going to do? Is he going to totally ignore him? And then he's going to be taking a 16 firepower attack. Well, it wouldn't be that much. It would be 14. It'd be 14 firepower half because it's the advanced fire phase. It'd be 7 firepower. It'd be 8 firepower. That's what it would be. 8 firepower coming on this guy. If he totally ignores this guy and just lets him come up here because he's afraid this guy's going to run off, it's going to be an 8 firepower attack. If he does defensive fire on him, this guy's going to get off the map board, which could be, 2 victory points, means all he needs to do is get this guy off, this leader and this squad off the board, and he's home free. Don't forget, though, somewhere out there's another AT gun. It's unknown to the location at this point. So that when that guy moves up there, I mean, no, he's not going to defensive fire. So I mean, it really comes down to, does he defensive fire at this spot right here? I mean, he could do it with one of his units. There we go. I did forget that. He does have 2 units there, and they do have machine guns as well. So he could take one of his units, one of his machine guns, and that would still leave him one. Yeah, so that's what he's going to do. Yeah, well, wait a minute. Now, let me think about that. If before he moves out there. Yeah, that's fine. No, he'll let him come out. Yep. All right. So when he comes out, we're going to take the second line unit and the machine gun there on the bottom. 7 firepower, doubled because they're adjacent. Whew, really? Wow. 14 firepower, -1. Well, let me think about this now. If the American player knows that he can do that, would he come out? Because, I mean, the whole reason of him coming out there is to prevent him from shooting at this guy. If he's got multiple units, he could just defensive fire on one of them, or he could just use the machine guns, which would be 6 firepower. 6 firepower, doubled because it's adjacent. That's 12, and a -1 to the attack for non-assault move, -1 for not moving or for moving out in the open. That's going to be a 12 -2 attack, which is, Jesus Christ, just for 2 machine guns. No, I guess the American would just stay there. I mean, yes, he would just stay there. He would just stay there. All right. So now the American's got to find another way. He's got to break these guys. He's got to hope these guys can shoot at him. So, I mean, it goes back to the German player. He could still defensive fire when they move in there. It would give him a -1 to his attack. You know what? That's fine. He will defensive fire. Again, he's going to use his second line unit light machine gun. That's 7 firepower, -1 +3. So it's going to be a +2 on the 6th column. He will do that. Nothing. All that for nothing. All right. So just there we go. So just if we look at the big picture now, just the units to the left of that first fire counter are first fired. So if he moves them out, they can subsequent first fire with just those 2 units, and everything's kosher and copacetic. All right, so that didn't work out for the Americans as well, and the Germans because he didn't roll very good. This guy here is in a strange situation, so he is going to move. All right, so this guy is in the situation where the Germans were just a minute ago. He's already first fired at this guy, at this stack here, and he can no longer subsequent first fire unless somebody is closest to him. This unit's 3, this unit's only 1, so he can't. These guys can though, but it's only going to be 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 plus this squad's only got a range of 2, so it's only going to add 1. So it's just a squad. It's going to be 4 +2 -1 for non-assault moves, so it's going to be a 4 +1 attack. Not great, but he's got to take the shot. And nothing. All right. Very good. So then they're going to spend so that was 2 movement factors, a 3rd movement factor, 4 or 5 movement factors to go there. It's going to be close because these guys are getting very close to the edge. Very close to the edge. Very close to the edge. And having all these broken units here, it's going to suck. And, well, it's a good thing the leader broke, though. So that might actually be okay in the long run. All right, so that was 5 movement factors, and they are done moving. So, I don't know if this guy can actually get off the board. It would only be I'm just trying to think of what's this guy firepower. He's got 7. So it's going to be a 6 -2 attack. 6 -2, 6 -2. He's going to have at least 2 6 -2 attacks. And if we look, 6 -2, so you figure a 9 will get you a normal morale check with the, with the -2. Normal morale check. So 9 or less is going to be, he's going to have to survive 2 of them. But if he can get this guy off, that would be huge. Humongous. And again, in the big scheme of things, getting this guy, getting him off is going to be very important, but I'm just trying to think if there's a way. All right, he's going to CX. He's going to CX. Counter exhaust. I need to check a rule first for that. I'll be right back. Hopefully I'll hit the pause button this time. All right. Yeah, that's what I thought. I mean, the whole plan was to come down here and throw smoke. If it can live through one attack, throw smoke, and then he could run off, assuming that this guy can't hit him with that. But when you're CX, you add 1 to your dice roll, so you only get a smoke on a 1 or a 2. Still might be worth a shot. If he goes here, 1, 2, he would have to take the attack. It's going to be 7 minus 2. He'd have to live through that attack. Then he could throw the smoke for 2 movement factors. He'd have to live through another attack. So he's going to have to live through 2 attacks. Yeah, we're going to try it, because otherwise, well, we'll see what happens. What the hell? So he's going to spend 1 movement factor to go there. Again, these guys can't see each other because of the orchards are at different levels. He's going to spend his 2nd movement factor to go there. Do or die time for the Americans. He's going to take the shot, obviously, with his first line unit, light machine gun, and his leader. That is going to be a whopping 6. -1 for non-assault move. -1 for moving out in the open. Let's just hope he rolls crappy. That is not crappy, by the way. That's a 4. -2 is going to be a 2. On the 6 column is 1 KIA. 1 KIA. Man, that is not the time to roll that. 4 -2. 1 KIA. All right, well, that just blows that out of the water. They die with that KIA result, but they do get a first fire counter as well. This guy isn't going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and he's going to lose his counter exhaustion. All right. So they moved. There's still an AT gun out there, don't forget. All right, so that is moved. Defensive fire. These guys defensive fired already. They're broken. These guys can now take a first fire. They can now take a subsequent first fire attack because there's adjacent units. So it's half firepower, doubled because they're adjacent. 4 plus 3 if he wants to take the attack. It's going to be a 4 plus a 3. So it's going to be it's going to have to roll 4 or less just to get a pin task check. Oh, wait. Oh, yes. There was also a sniper way back just a minute ago. Let's look at our log here. Yeah. Right there, as a matter of fact. So it was... It was his attack. That's what it was. So it would have been the American, 1 or 2 for the American sniper. So he can reposition it. He doesn't need to reposition it. 5. Nope. That's too bad. Okay, so no sniper attack. Defensive fire. They already shot. He can now take a 4 plus 3 attack. He's going to take it. Nope, nothing. Okay. That guy's broken. These guys don't have anybody adjacent, so that is the defensive fire. Advancing fire. So this could be either really, really good or really, really bad. We shall see. This is going to determine some. All right, so this guy is 5 firepower, -1 for the leader. They're shooting at this guy here. His 5 firepower, plus 2 to the dice. 8 plus 2 is 10. That's not going to do anything. More importantly, what's this going to do? So that is going to be 5. It's going to be 14. Well, let's see. It's going to be 14 halved back to 7. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is going to 7 doubled to 14 halved because he's in the advanced fire phase, and halved because he's pinned. So the unit on the left is only going to give 3.5 plus 1, 4.5 plus 1 is 5. The other unit is going to be 7 doubled and then half because the advanced fire. I'm sorry, no, it's going to be yes, it's going to be 5. 14 halved 7. Yeah, it's going to be math, ASL math, hard. 7 halved, 3.5. Then it's halved again because he's pinned is 1 3/4. Doubles back to 3.5. So it's 3.5. But then he gets to add 1 and round up, so that's 5. And the other guy is going to be 7. That's going to be 12 firepower. 12 firepower. And if you would add the leader there, that would have been so much better. But 12 firepower, I believe I did that correctly, on this plus 3. So it still can do some serious damage. If they can get some, they can break this guy. We shall see. 6, and they cower because they don't have a leader. Damn. So instead of 12, it's 8 column, and they rolled a 6 plus 3. That's 6. That's going to be 9. That's not going to be anything on the 6 column, unfortunately. Damn. Oops. This guy DMs again because he moved adjacent. Do we need to shoot this unit to get him out of our way? Oh, this guy. Did we take a shot with this guy yet? I don't think we have. So that is a whopping. Come here, you. What do you got? 5 firepower. Oh, yeah. We did that one. Yeah. We sure did. But these guys haven't shot. That's 5 firepower. Actually, let's see. 3.5, 4.5, 5. The hero's only going to give them 1. 6 firepower. What? Stop doing that. Fanatic plus 1 mil. Oh, yeah, that's right. Morale. All right. I know this episode's gone long. Let's do a dice roll and see what comes up. It's an 8 on the 6th column plus 3. Yeah, that's not going to do anything anyway, so it did not matter. None of their attacks worked out to be advantageous whatsoever. That really sucks. So that was that. Route. Oops. I got a little funky there. All right, so actually routing the American's going to route back to here with this leader. We can take that off. Oh, no, we can't yet, actually, because it might be important when the next phase comes up. Right. So, Well, that's an interesting proposition. Well, what are we doing? Routes, yes. This guy must route. He's going to have to route to. He can be seen there. Hmm. Uh, does he want to be seen? He could go here and not be seen. He could low crawl there. He could try to go. Actually, he needs to go towards the nearest building and or woods. The nearest woods is here. So I guess he's going to have to either low crawl there or he's going to have to risk another interdiction with only a 6 morale. I guess he'll low crawl there. That's fine. All right. So anybody else broke? Anybody else? Anybody else? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Oh, yes. Use broke. So use, oops, you and you. Let's go to nearest building and or woods not adjacent to an enemy known unit. So you can go here and then here. He's going to have to choose. When he's here, he can't actually see this guy. Doesn't know about that guy at all because this building blocks line of sight. So you can't go towards a known enemy unit. So he can go here, but again, he's going to have to either roll crawl or get interdicted. Yeah, he'll just get back here. Is not going to do him any good because there's no leader. So he'll. Oh, the leader could go with them actually. Yes, true that. Because the leader, he'll take the interdiction. He'll take the interdiction. Is he a full squad? No, he's just a half squad anyways. Shoot. So let's. He can't go here because that's still adjacent to a known enemy unit. He's got to go to this building here. So he's got to go here, which definitely. Oh boy. All right, let's. Let's take the interdiction. 6, which actually he makes because broken units can't pin. I don't think. That's a great question. I don't think they can, but let me find out.